Love you.
Okay, everybody. Here we go again. This is Brad and Mira for The Culture, the Other People podcast's weekly pop culture assessment. I'm Brad Listi, joined as always by my friend and co-host, Mira Gonzalez. Hello, Mira.
Hello, Brad. How are we doing today?
I am doing okay. I am happy to be here.
Okay, that's good.
And I'm ready to talk popular culture.
Let's fucking go.
Today's episode is brought to you by Abrams Books, publisher of a novel called Open Wide by Jessica Gross. It is this month's official pick of the Other People Book Club. That is my book club. If you want to join it, just go to otherppl.com. I just spoke with Jessica Gross on this show a few days ago, and we had a great conversation. Her book is about obsessive love.
I know what that's like.
Yeah, it's about a woman who falls in love and then things get surreal. She unzips her boyfriend's body and climbs inside his body.
It's happened to many of us.
So the novel is called Open Wide. It's the new one from Jessica Gross, available from Abrams Press. And I also want to give a quick plug to my company, DeepDive. DeepDive is a learning platform that creates in-depth courses for people with curious minds. And guess what, Mira?
What, Brad? Tell me.
DeepDive is about to have its biggest sale of the year.
Oh, of the year.
On Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday, which is like Black Friday, but for computers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's I was do I do it on Black Friday? But I feel like that's for in-store retail, right?
Yeah, no, Cyber Monday's for computers.
Yeah, it's for people who are buying online. And so it's going to be 50% off of everything. 50?
50% off. So that is half, for those of you who don't know. It's splitting it in half.
Yeah, half off of everything that DeepDive offers. And the sale is going to start on Cyber Monday, which is December 1st, and it's actually going to go for 48 hours. So it starts on December 1st, and then it ends at midnight Pacific time on December 2nd. People can get How to Write a Novel, our flagship course, which is 50 plus hours, or How to Write Autobiographical Fiction, or our most recent course, which is called How to Get the Reader on Board. Or you can buy bundles, get multiple courses and get those at half price. So it's going to be a big sale. And I want to emphasize that DeepDive courses make excellent gifts. If you have a writer in your life,
an aspiring writer, someone who's interested in writing, it is a very good gift. It's true. If you're a grandparent and you've got a grandchild who's a writer, I know this is a gift that I would appreciate much more than socks, although I do like socks. But yeah, great gift.
So just so you know, if you click send as a gift at checkout, you can select the precise day and time that the DeepDive course will be delivered to their inbox. So you can have it be delivered on Christmas Day if you wanted to, or whatever day. So it's very user-friendly. It's a great gift. Check it all out at www.deepdive.audio.
Go to the website and check it out, folks.
So we had my dad's 80th birthday.
Oh, yeah. How'd it go?
It went great.
Your speech went well?
Okay, so I was stressing about this. I've been stressing about this, for the last 2 weeks, and I've been talking about it on this program with Mira. And Mira, you had given me this advice. I think it was a format thing where it's make a joke and then be sincere.
Yeah.
And then you had been talking about this joke about how, I think you would use this at your brother's wedding or something, where you're my brother Isaac, everybody likes him. He's like Dolly Parton. He's just somebody everybody can agree on.
Yeah, universally beloved.
So I had been planning to write some kind of speech, or at least make bullet points, and yet I couldn't bring myself to do it. And
to write any speech at all?
Yeah, I'm just I don't know. I don't know. I think it's partly because my dad's 80. And it's it almost feels I don't want to get grim, but it's just
like a funeral.
Yeah. It's dude. And I don't know, and like making a toast and like trying to script things. I'm not going to read it off my phone. I'm just going to talk, And so anyway, I sort of didn't do any prep. And then we get to the party and
not even like bullet points, like zero prep.
Zero prep. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to speak from the heart.
Oh my God, that is risky.
Yeah. And so we get to the party and then I start to I get a little panicky. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't speak from the heart. And so I was like, maybe I'll use Mira's joke for real. Like I need to do a joke. And
hell yeah.
I got it in my head that I was going to be like, my dad is just like Dolly Parton. Everybody likes him and they both have great tits.
Perfect. See, we figured it out.
Yeah. And I was like, this is going to be like my inappropriate joke, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's going to have a chuckle. And then I'm going to say something heartfelt, like off the cuff.
Exactly. That's the formula.
So we're getting ready. It was a sit down dinner, this party.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like at a restaurant?
Yeah. And there's like 75 people there, all my dad's friends.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so it's big. It's yes. He's like partying.
Yeah, no, I can't believe they have this many friends. I have you're like my only friend, Mira. And
yeah, I'd be hard pressed to invite 75 people to anything.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know if I know 75 people. And so we're in this situation. There's all these tables, everybody's seated, and you can kind of feel like it's getting ready to be time to do the toast. And I go up to my parents' good friends, Kim and Dick. And I was like, Kim, Dick, let me just
go by Dick? Like you call him Dick?
Oh yeah. And I was like,
bold. I love that.
That's like baby boomer stuff. Dick is great. Dick is still a name. So I go up to him and I'm like, guys, I just want to run this by you. I need your opinion. Cause they know my parents well. And they know the room better than I do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They sort of know that social set better than I do. So I was like, here's what I'm thinking. And I did the bit in front of them. And this is 2 minutes before the toasts begin. And these are very straight-laced, Christian people. And I do the joke and the looks on their faces.
Oh, fuck.
Their expressions just zeroed. And I was like, is that, but I was expecting them to laugh. I was expecting them to be like, oh, Brad.
It's a pretty tame joke. It's like a funny, slightly inappropriate joke, but tame.
It's right before I'm about to go on, essentially. And they were just like, don't do that. And so I was like, fuck. And so,
oh shit.
Then the toasts begin. And it was my sisters went. It was supposed to be in order of birth. My older sister would go and then I'm the middle child. So I would go. But it actually ended up getting rejiggered because my older sister, who does this for every speech or Christmas card.
Yeah, if she's listening, Brad's annoyed at you about it. I can tell by the tone in his voice.
No. I of course didn't prepare anything. And my older sister gets up and she's written a rhyming poem,
oh my God.
Kind of a badly written rhyming poem.
But still, she put effort into it.
So much. And it was all about his life and all of his little peccadillos.
The old people probably loved it.
Oh, and she's rhyming and there's getting chuckles or rippling through the room. And then she finishes to rapturous applause. And then my little sister looks at me and she's like, listen, you know what? I've got to go because I also wrote a rhyming poem. And which is very funny because my sisters are born 7 years apart, but on the same day.
Oh, wow.
And they like to claim that they're very different, but they're very similar.
Yeah, it's like me and my younger sister. I'm we're so different. She's like a hot blonde math major, and then we talk and we're like, yeah, sometimes we don't eat, and then we want to kill our husbands or whatever. It's
yeah. So I think she was well, I guess I'll just do it because I basically wrote the same poem, and she was kind of pissed, and so she gets up and reads her rhyming poem.
So wait, you guys didn't go to each other and be like, okay, what is your speech? What's your speech? Let's make sure there's no overlap.
No.
I even did that with Isaac's groomsmen. I was like, okay, let's make sure that none of us are writing about the same stories about Isaac from elementary school.
Yeah, no, I didn't. And I'm just oh my God, I'm the worst son. My sisters wrote these poems. And then I was going to tell this joke, but then his friends were offended, but not offended, but they were just don't.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So my sister reads this rhyming poem. It hits similarly. The elders love the rhymes.
You must be trembling with fear at this point.
And then I have to finish. Like I have to be the rousing conclusion. And so
fuck.
I ended up just I mean, I don't even remember what I said, except that like I got up and was basically like, you know, candidly, like I was going to tell a really inappropriate joke, but Kim and Dick censored me and told me not to do it. And that kind of got a laugh. And so then I was just like very heartfelt and was like, we're lucky to have you as a dad, and, you know, all that kind of stuff.
That's good. Once you get one laugh, you can kind of go into the heartfelt thing, and then it's like all good. You just need like one good chuckle.
Yeah. So it worked out. I mean, it worked out, but like, I mean, right. It's like basically being
my God.
like the wings of the stage before you go out for a performance to like
being like, I don't know my lines.
or just somebody being like, don't say that. Like, you're not going to say that, are you?
That's so bad. Oh my God. It reminds me of a time I went to a wedding. It's Tyler's friend's wedding, and he had chosen, you know, a best man. And maybe I've mentioned this before, but the best man for some reason didn't understand that he had to give a best man speech. So he prepared literally nothing. And like, I couldn't even tell you what he said when he was on the stage because it was barely sentences. Like, I've never seen somebody flounder so hard in my entire life. I was shaking, trying not to laugh. Like, it was like the whole wedding was trembling. And like, at least you didn't do that.
No, honestly, like, I think I'm better. Like, I would be more of a mess trying to do something prepared than I would be just speaking off the cuff.
I mean, like, I'm a yapper, so I can certainly speak off the cuff also. But if I want to, like, I'm good at writing speeches, like eulogies, speeches, this whole obituaries. Apparently that's something that really just kind of, you know, flows out of me. It's like you want some kind of like intense, possibly negative emotion. Like, no problem. I got that. You want to laugh and cry? I'm here.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a really lovely party though. Like it really, really was. And it was like very nice to see my dad get to have that moment.
Yeah, that's very sweet at age 80. That's like having like a rousing party like that. Like I'm amazed at their social life.
Well, yeah, everybody showed up. I think everybody they invited, my mom was saying, showed up. And I think part of it is that it's just like the right timing because it's like just this week in November before the holidays, you know? Like
right, no one's really doing anything.
Yeah, exactly. But like people came in from out of town.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, was it like, was the food like insanely good or something?
I mean, it was like, yeah, it was good food, good wine. It was a nice dinner. But like what I couldn't help but think about was like, like, I don't, you know, if I turn 80, like, would I be able to have a similar party? Like, absolutely not.
No, when you turn 80, it's going to be like me, Evan, River, Carrie, like maybe Tyler if he's not working. And like I will have made you like just enough cupcakes for everybody besides you because Lord knows you will not be eating a cupcake. And then I'll give you like a little candle like that was like melted on a paper plate with some broccoli.
Yeah, it'll be like in my kitchen, just like, well, Brad, you're not dead yet, you know.
You're going to be like, why'd you get these cupcakes for everyone? They're so bad for you.
But it was a very baby boomer, it was a very baby boomer event.
Right. All boomer. Like that's like a boomer heavy event.
And they were all
80 is boomer, right? That's not Greatest Generation.
No, that's boomer. It's like, I think my dad is like the very beginning of the boomers.
Oh, okay.
And so, cause he was born in 1945. So it's like right there on the cusp. And then the boomers are like 45 to 1960, I want to say.
45 is boomers are 1945. Yeah, right. And then the Greatest Generation is like 20 years before that.
Yeah. So it was mostly like, it was almost all boomers. And then it was just, my sisters and I, and then our kids. And it was like looking around the room, all these people are like, kind of like affluent.
And you're like, this is what you stole from the younger generation.
Yeah, it's like,
this is what you've stolen from my children.
I'm talking to them. They've all just been like traveling. They're like, oh yeah, we were down in New Zealand. And it's just like, oh my God, I feel like these boomers have the lives that like millennials pretend to have on Instagram. Like they truly have these lives.
I mean, yeah, they like have these lives. And the reason why millennials pretend to have these lives on Instagram is because like it's the life that we were promised that boomers stole from us. It's like we were always told like, yeah, you could have like one job and you could support a family and you could get yourself like a nice little house and like it won't be like, huge, but you'll have a yard and a driveway and you'll have enough bedrooms for everybody. And now like everybody I know is like like 40 living in like a 1-bedroom apartment they can barely afford, and like they're getting paid minimum wage at Google, and like we're fucked. And then meanwhile, like our parents are having like parties with 75 people where there's speeches and toast made and there's a giant dinner, and like everyone is like having a great time.
Yeah, the champagne and the wine are flowing.
You know, and they like bought like their fucking mansion for like 3 raspberries in 1927 or whatever the fuck.
But yeah, I mean, so I mean, on my parents' level, I'm happy for them. Happy my dad got to have a nice party. Happy we could all be there. The grandkids looked super cute. I
do love old people having a nice time. It's one of my favorite things. Is when old people have like just have a nice time. I like when old people have a nice time.
That's right. So that's all I really got. I mean, the only other thing is just an observation, because I was prepping for this show, and I can't even remember who it was, but I saw that like some influencer died at like the age of 39. And I just want to say, like, as an observational thing, that like I feel like influencers are dying at the age of 39, like on a weekly basis. Like every time I log on to some like site to try to do research for this show, it's like there's another influencer dead.
It's like the new 27 club, but for influencers.
Yeah.
The 39 club.
But do you notice this, that influencers are always dying untimely deaths?
Like not really? Like, I mean, like, I know that one van life girl who, you know, was murdered. I think she was younger than 39. Like,
wait a minute. Are you fidgeting? I'm hearing tapping. Are you fidgeting?
You know what it is? It's my fucking desk. It's like a little bit loose on the wall and it keeps clicking. I'll try to like not put any weight on it to avoid it.
Jesus Christ.
It's that fucking the aggressive Israeli man who I hired to hang things on my wall did not do as good of a job as I could have liked.
He was Mossad.
It's because he was Mossad and he knew that I was Hamas, and it was like a whole situation. It's a mini October 7th on my walls.
Mira is the Jewish Hamas.
The Mexican Jewish Hamas. That's me. Showing up to Passover. What's up? I'm Hamas. Let's read the Haggadah. Me Hamas.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't even, it's just me noticing that influencers, I feel like the influencer life is a hard life.
I mean, it's a hard life because they want to be living the life that Big Frank is living, and Big Frank is hogging it.
That's right. The thing is, they all die at 39 because that's the age when they attend like a birthday party for somebody who's 75 or 80 and they actually see what it's like.
Right. That's the time when they like figure out how rich their parents actually are. And then they're like, oh no, like this Instagram brand deal isn't giving me as much as like an entry level job at a factory like my dad has.
Yeah. This is what real prosperity looks like.
For me, when I saw what real prosperity looked like, I got depressed for a full week, and then I, decided that class warfare actually is good. So,
yeah, Mira doesn't get suicidal; she gets homicidal.
That's right. Yeah, it's like there was like the suffragettes back in the day. They would say property or ourselves. They would not ever harm anybody else, but they would go in the streets and like slit their own wrists and stuff as a way of doing protest. And as much as they did have great strides in feminism, I'm going to have to disagree and say that we need to start enough with self-care. It's others' harm. That's where we're at now. No more caring for ourselves. It's time to harm others. So what did I do this week? Let's see. I did literally nothing all week. It has been raining all week in Los Angeles, which like we don't really have other types of weather here besides fire, which people say is not weather, but there is a fire season. So, but it's been raining all week, which I just love. It's my favorite thing because it gives me an excuse to stay in bed all the time. Like I will stay in bed all the time just for the love of the game. But when it's raining, I feel really good about it. I'm like, okay, good. Now like Tyler's also in bed. Like we're just like laying here, like Angry Adam said, like Charlie Bucket's grandpa, just, chilling. We watched a bunch of movies. We watched a bunch of Scorsese movies. We watched Last Temptation of the Christ. We watched Grifters. Grifters is a very, very stressful movie. That was surprising to me. That really fucked me up. But I recommend it. And then what else? So I had my first experience of Uber Courier. And this is not an advertisement for Uber. They're a deeply evil company. But a friend delivered me drugs via Uber Courier. And the future is incredible. Like, you can just summon somebody via an app and then turn them into a drug mule. And it's easy. You don't even have to call anybody. The future is amazing.
What kind of drugs were you getting couriered?
Well, it's complicated. So, you know how Tyler threw his back out last week? I was giving him muscle relaxers. I was giving him those muscle relaxers, one, because I'm a generous person, but also because the new psych meds that I'm on interact with that kind of muscle relaxer. So I can't take that kind of muscle relaxer anymore. And Natasha happened to have the kind of muscle relaxer that I can take with my medication. And I did happen to hurt my back a little bit the other day. So she sent me those muscle relaxers, which I took, and now my back is totally fine.
That's all it took?
Yeah, I mean, I took them. It was like 2 days I took them, and then now my back's fine. Because what happens is I just get, it's like a muscle spasm, just like a really intense muscle spasm that like grips onto my spine and causes my shifty disc to shift. And so once the muscles are relaxed, like once they're like fully not tense anymore, then it just goes away. I hear a big crack and it goes away.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's horrible.
I feel like in my experience of like lower back pain, it's like the disc gets out of whack and then the muscle seize up to like compensate for the misalignment.
Yeah, that's what normally happens. And that's what I thought for many years was happening to me as well. Like, that it was like, oh, the disc slipped and then the muscles contracted. But I got an MRI one time and they were saying that like literally like the muscles had tensed over like a nerve and then pushed the spine thing to the side. Like, had pushed like my vertebrae to the side because it was like so tense around this one nerve, which seems bad.
So what precipitates these muscle contractions? Like, do you have like a pattern?
I mean, honestly, for me, it's just like, and like this is going to sound like some fake shit, but just like emotional stress. Like, I think I just like my body, I'll immediately tense up and start moving my body in ways that like I normally wouldn't. And like, you know, just be like less careful with myself. And then I'll end up throwing my back out. Like, it normally is like, I'll make a weird turn. Like if I'm making it like trying to like back up in my car and I like turn around, like that'll do it sometimes if I'm like already kind of stressed out and tense. So it's just kind of like always adding injury to insult kind of thing where I'll be having a hard time and then my back goes out.
just to make the point perfectly clear.
Yeah, just like, by the way, Mira, you're having a bad time.
You are suffering.
You are suffering in every possible way. Have fun, bitch. And speaking of suffering, the only other thing I can think of that happened to me this week is that I did not have a functional toilet yesterday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Jesus.
Didn't work.
Did you poop outside?
I considered it. I gotta be honest. But I just don't think that I was capable of it. Like, I considered it and then I was like, you know what? Like, physically, like, first of all, like, if somebody were to happen to be, say, delivering mail, they would have been able to see me shitting in the yard. So that was kind of like just like a no-go to begin with. And then also, like, I just don't think I'd be able to. Like, I think I would just be holding it. Like, I wouldn't be able to handle it. Without getting too deep into, you know, my bowel movements, I'm very regular and I poop in the morning. But this time I had just gotten up to pee. It was like really early in the morning. I wasn't trying to like be awake yet. I just was going to get up to pee. I went to pee. I flushed the toilet. The water goes all the way to the rim. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I wake up Tyler at like 6 a.m. and I'm like, the toilet's fucked. I don't know. Like, I tried to like flush it again, but it just like stayed up at the rim. And then if I put the plunger in there, it's going to overflow. Like, what the fuck? So we tried for a long time to plunge it. And then it was just making these very scary sounds and giving no water. And so we called the landlord and we were like, hey, our toilet's not working. And he's like, okay, like, let me see who I've got around today and if I can send someone up. And then we hung up the phone and we were like, wait, what the fuck? Like, where's the sense of urgency? Like, we can't shit. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what the fuck? And it like, we kept being like, hey, so any plumber? And he's like, yeah, it's like tough to find a plumber on a Saturday. And I was like, or on a Sunday. And I was like, okay, So what the fuck? And then finally at 7 p.m. he sends like our normal handyman who is not a plumber to try to figure it out. And like he fixed it, but I gotta say this morning I flushed the toilet and it made like a gurgling sound that I did not love. So I'm a little bit scared.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare.
How did he fix it?
I was hiding in the bedroom while he was doing it. I'm a feminist, but I thoroughly believe that some stuff is men's work and like a toilet is men's work.
Yeah, I've never seen a female plumber come in and work on a toilet in my life.
No, although plumbing, I think, is like actually like a very lucrative and important career. And so I have nothing but respect for them. Not for me. Not for me.
Well, they say it's going to be one of the few jobs that doesn't get taken over by AI. Like it's going to be increasingly lucrative.
I mean, I nothing but respect for plumbers, honestly. Like they do genuinely one of the most important and least desirable jobs in America. What the fuck would we do without plumbers? We'd all be screwed.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Like we would all have diseases, literally. Like everybody would be getting the fucking plague and shit if like we didn't have plumbers. It's like plumbers, like trash men, and like car mechanics. Like they're the backbone of American society.
They built this country.
Exactly. They built this city. We built this city on plumbers and trash men. So I believe we have an angry Adam for this week. Let's take a listen to our good friend, Angry Adam.
Hey guys, Angry Adam here. I'm not feeling that angry. I'm a little caffeinated, or I'm getting caffeinated. I'm just enjoying the morning. I'm looking at my dog. He's all curled up on the couch. I guess, if I had to reflect last week, I would say, Brad, really kudos to you for saying that you would reject an invitation to Kris Jenner's birthday party. It takes a big man to admit that. We all know how hard you work, and you would probably not go because you were home working so hard on your next deep dive course, exploring the limitless possibilities of autoerotic asphyxiation or whatever it is you're going to try to sell people next week, whatever piece of shit. Mira, I love how you know with certainty about every celebrity and what they're doing. Like Justin Bieber has cocaine on his crotch. Like you were there. Like you were the flakes of cocaine on Justin Bieber's crotch. You don't know anything. Stop it. You're basically in a constant state of hallucination. You're like the Matrix. You're like living in the Matrix. If the Matrix was instead of code, it was just thousands of milligrams of THC coursing through your veins. You don't know anything. You're hallucinating. Oh, and Mira, I was wondering if you could actually crochet me something. I'd like you to crochet me the Epstein emails. I think I would love that as a pillow to rest my head on at night. I don't know. Is that it? I feel like that's it. Okay, bye. Bye.
Look, Angry Adam, I only have one thing to say, and that is if you compensate me properly, I will 100% crochet you the Epstein emails. All I need is payment. I'm capable of it.
I feel like this could be your business.
Crocheting the Epstein emails?
Yeah, you could just market that. You could somehow, you make the prototype and then you could outsource the mass production to some factory. I
mean, here's a fun fact about crocheting. It cannot be done by a machine. So anything that you see that's crocheted is handmade. So it would have to be a sweatshop.
Damn, that's another job that AI isn't going to be coming for.
See, I'm working on it. I'm getting the jobs that AI can't come for. Crochet, sitting in bed, podcast.
Can you crochet a likeness of somebody's face?
Yeah, I could do that. I mean, you mean a 3-dimensional one or a flat one?
Like on a pillow. Could you crochet my face on a pillow?
Yeah.
You should crochet a pillows with Jeffrey Epstein's face on it and give it to Angry Adam for the holidays.
That's it would be such a good gift. And yet the only problem with it is that I would have to look at Jeffrey Epstein's face so much while I'm crocheting it. If that were not an issue, I 100% would.
He does have a creepy ass face, man.
He has a creepy face. And then when he smiles, he's got that small teeth thing. He's got a lot of gums, but not that much teeth, like Charlie Kirk. He's got the evil gummy smile.
The evil Tic Tacs?
Yeah, he's got the evil Tic Tac smile.
Oh, man.
So, our first story of today is a story that nobody can stop talking about. It is my entire Twitter timeline. My group chats were fucking popping off last night. And that story is about Olivia Nuzzi's new book and her New York Times profile about that book. Now, just before we get this whole segment started, I don't know how the fuck you pronounce her name, and I'm not going to look it up, but I think that you and I should just come upon a consensus of how we're going to pronounce her name for this episode.
Yeah, I think it's either Nuzzi or Nutzy.
Nuzzi. It's Nuzzi because, she's had a lot of nuts in her face. And I also want to be clear at the top of the story that I am not a slut shamer, but we'll get to that part. So, okay. Let's do a rundown of this story, I guess. Really quickly.
Well, I want to say that, your Twitter timeline is blowing up. My Bluesky timeline is similarly obsessed. And I feel like writers in particular are very activated around this story because I get, she's a high profile writer. I sort of wonder, part of it is that she was exposed as like a bad journalist who's like having sexual relations with her powerful subject or whatever, but I'm wondering, is there jealousy? Is there professional envy for her success is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I think everyone's really jealous that she got to fuck Keith Olbermann. I mean, who wouldn't want that, right? Everyone's like, damn, she got that sweet Keith Olbermann fucking dick. Got fucking dick down by Keith. I could not be more jealous.
He definitely has a hairy back. I just want to say that. I feel like
hairy back is probably the least of what he has. God help us all. I wouldn't be surprised if he has like boils all over his back or something like that. Jesus fucking Christ.
I wish I could do a Keith Olbermann impression.
What does that motherfucker even sound like? I don't even know.
He's got a deep, sonorous voice. He's like very broadcaster 101.
That could also just be like any broadcaster voice, though. It could be like the movie phone guy. Wow, that's gonna age me. Movie phone. Gen Z has no idea what the fuck that is. We used to have to call a phone number to figure out when movie times were. That's so fucked up. So, this Olivia Nuzzi, as we know, already we know that she fucked RFK Jr.
Do we know that, though? Because I was told that it was not sexual. It was just like sexting and video stuff.
Okay, well then, spoiler alert. So up until this point, we knew that there was some kind of a relationship between the two of them that RFK Jr. had said was entirely texting, online, emotional affair. So that is what we already knew. She's a extremely shameless woman. I will give her that much. She completely lacks shame in a way that I don't think I ever will. And that must be kind of freeing.
That's all I have is shame and self-doubt.
Yeah, and she's gotten, you have all of the shame and self-doubt that she clearly lacks.
I don't get it. It feels like that kind of wiring is I guess it's always been a part of the human experience, but it just feels like we're living in an era where that kind of shamelessness and just total lack of self-doubt or any kind of self-analysis is just at the fore. It's like these people are thriving.
Attention economy, it's just, everyone's talking about it. All the group chats, all of Twitter, the whole fucking timeline is blowing up and it's giving her a lot of fucking attention. I want to be very clear just in this story in general. I do not slut shame. I self-identify as, I guess not a current slut, but a former slut, and proudly. I've been told that I have slut energy despite being married, which I take as a massive compliment. So I'm in no way shading this woman for being slutty. And I'm also not shaming her for fucking her way to the top. Fuck your way to the top, girl. Fucking get it. Whatever. It worked for Nancy Reagan. But what I am shaming her for is being fucking freakish and fucking freakish men. This is not just being slutty and fucking your way to the top. This is something else. This is a fetish. This is a fucking perverse. Something is fucked up. Something's wrong with this woman.
Well, wait. So we know that she's fucked Keith Olbermann.
So, okay. So let's just do a rundown of the story. So she came out with a book, or is coming out with a book that has not been published yet. It's coming out on December 2nd.
It's called American Canto.
Yeah. So what the fuck is a canto? That's what I want to know.
Mira is a poet, and she has a poetry collection coming out and doesn't know what a canto is.
Is my poetry collection a canto?
It might be. A canto is a major division of a long poem, similar to a chapter in a book. The term comes from the Italian word for song and is often used in epic poetry, such as Dante's Divine Comedy.
Okay, so it barely makes any sense is what I'm getting. Why the fuck is this called American Canto? Like, what the fuck? Like, that does not give me any extra context. What the hell? So she's coming out with this book, American Canto. Her writing style is like, it's like if Joan Didion had a serious head injury. It's what it's like. It's very like, you know, like West Coast, like glamorous, but like, you know, sad and like rejected, like woman who is like, I mean, I've always said that Joan Didion is Bret Easton Ellis for girls, and that has shown itself here. So the story essentially goes like this. She writes this book. In this book, she details her relationship with RFK Jr., which she claims was more than just a texting relationship. She claims that she was into all of his various kinks, which we don't know about yet, but maybe we will when the book comes out.
Wait. She says that he has kinks and she was into him too?
Yeah. Like she didn't say what the kinks were, but she like hinted at like serious kinks, like weird kinks, and that she was like into those kinks, and that's part of why he liked her, and would tell her things like he would take a bullet for her and that he loves her, like a serious affair. So, or, you know, based on her telling of it.
And you know what? It was always sort of ridiculous, this notion that RFK Jr. and Olivia were having an affair, but it was only texts.
Yeah, like, I'm so sure. Are you 15 years old? Like, Jesus Christ, you're like a Kennedy. You can fly anywhere at any time. You have somebody who you have an excuse to be around, a journalist doing a profile on you, and you're having a texting relationship? Like, my ass. Like, I'm so fucking sure that is just not real at all. Obviously, they were fucking.
Do you know that RFK has that van that he drives his dogs around in? Did you ever read that profile that she did of him?
Yeah, he has that van and they like went hiking together and like, yeah.
Do you think they fucked in the van?
100%, absolutely, yes.
with the dogs in the van with them?
I think she probably blew him in the front seat with the dogs in the back, and maybe like a dead bear or something in the back also, just like because we know he likes that. And they went and they like hunted homeless people with a rifle. So, okay, so she's written this book. It's not out yet, but Vanity Fair published a excerpt, and then the New York Times did a big profile of her. It should also be noted that the person who did the profile of her is a massive Nepo baby. They are the child of, Brad, remind me.
It's Nora Ephron and Carl Bernstein's son.
Yeah, so like basically the world's biggest journalism Nepo baby. That's just an aside. So then last night, I mean, the excerpt has been going viral just because like the writing is so insanely bad, and like she's writing about things that are just like so insanely weird and fucked up that like it had already been going viral. And so last night, her ex, Ryan Lizza, who is the one that she cheated on with RFK Jr. So I believe they were engaged, and then she fucked RFK Jr. and Ryan Lizza found out. So last night, Ryan Lizza posts to his Substack. Okay, he begins the Substack post detailing her relationship with Keith Olbermann, which was already public. But what was not public about it was the amount of money that Keith Olbermann spent on her, and that she was essentially a sugar daddy. They weren't really like, I mean, they were dating, but like basically so including the things that Keith Olbermann paid for her, for Olivia Nuzzi, paid for her college, dressed her in luxury clothes like Tom Ford and Hervé Leger, spent at least $15,000 in Cartier jewelry, covered her rent, and furnished her apartment in the West Village with a doorman. And I just want to say she didn't accept enough. It's not enough. You're fucking Keith Olbermann for 4 years, and that's not enough. I want my PhD paid for. I want my MFA paid for. I want to own a fucking house. I want $30,000 in jewelry that's like less ugly than Cartier. Like like what the fuck? Like, girl, you're cheap. Or like what the hell? At least get that cash. But as it will become clear soon, she's not even in it for the money. She's in it for the love of the game, which is fucked.
She likes old dudes.
She apparently likes old dudes. So then the article continues on and talks about their relationship a little bit, and then goes into a moment where Ryan Lizza finds a love letter that she has written. And in this love letter, she references a water tower above the house of the person she's writing the love letter to. And Ryan Lizza says that markedly their house did not have a water tower above it, which is how, and in a turnaround, just like a plot twist at the end of this article.
Wait, whose fucking house has a water tower above it? Like, nobody's house has a water tower. Somebody's house has a water tower?
Well, let me tell you whose house has a water tower. At the very end of this article, see, because this whole time you're kind of thinking he's writing about her relationship with RFK Jr. and how he found out about it. Then at the very end of the article, he's calling his agent saying, because they have a book deal together, he calls his agent and says, we have a problem. Olivia is fucking Mark Sanford. And everyone's like, what the fuck? She also fucked Mark Sanford. So in 2020.
And Mark Sanford was a former presidential candidate. I think he was the governor of South Carolina.
Yeah. And then he ran for president in 2020. And Olivia Nuzzi did a profile on him.
And he's the guy who disappeared and ended up getting caught having an affair. He said he was on the Appalachian Trail.
Right. So this was like, I was a little young for this. I think that I like kind of missed out on this. This was like 2009, right? And he like literally disappeared. Like everyone was like, Mark Sanford has disappeared.
Mira was a sophomore in high school in 2009.
Was I I think I might have been a junior.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm from the high school class of 2010.
Oh my God.
I remember the Obama election though. You know, I remember that year, but I do not remember Mark Sanford going missing and then it being discovered that he was just having an affair with an Argentinian woman on the Appalachian Trail. That I learned today.
They weren't on the trail. He was like lying and said that's why he couldn't be reached because he was on the trail. I see. But I think he was disappearing actually to go be with his mistress or something.
Right. To be holed up in a hotel room with his mistress. I see. So the whole internet goes insane last night with the revelation that she also fucked Mark Sanford because it's like, you know, if I had a nickel for every time Olivia Nuzzi fucked one of the subjects of a profile, I would have 2 nickels, which is not that many, but it's weird that it happened twice. So...
And these are only the guys we know about that she's had affairs with. I would imagine it's a longer list.
I mean, I feel like you don't go from nothing to Keith Olbermann, right? Like, I feel like there has to be like a build up to Keith Olbermann there. Like, you don't go like, oh, here's like a nice guy I'm dating at NYU and now Keith Olbermann. Like, there's got to be some in between build up to get to the point where you're fucking Keith Olbermann. Like, I just don't believe that you like cold turkey fuck Keith Olbermann. It's so bad. So
it's known as the Olbermann curve. The
Olbermann curve. You have to, the arc of history bends towards Keith Olbermann. I mean, do you think that's why, like, because, like, remember when she wrote that piece about Biden that was, like, a total hit piece saying that he, like, just couldn't understand anything that was going on and it was, like, a total, like, his campaign was just fucked. Do you think that was because he didn't fuck her?
Yeah, she was upset because he wouldn't leave his wife and have sex with her.
Right, he's too into Jill. He was just like, I don't know, like I've got a wife. I can.
Olivia, please. Look, Olivia, I'm serious. It's not a joke. I love Jilly.
You like can't even get it out.
I can't even get it up, Olivia. For real.
Olivia's like, no, that's okay. It reminds me of the worm in RFK's brain. So in this article, interestingly, she literally wrote, Biden was so not there that a sex scandal might actually help him right now. She was like pitching herself. She was like, you know what could save your campaign, Biden? A sex scandal. And I know just the girl.
Do you think, I mean, she might have, if Joe Biden had propositioned her or like had made it known that he was open to it, do you think she would have fucked him?
Yes. 1,000% yes. 1,000%. Like because like the appeal of these men, I believe that she's attracted to them, unfortunately, which is like a horrifying thought, but I do believe that she's attracted to them. But like the sexual attraction that she has to them has to come from power. And Biden was in a position of power. Maybe not in this moment. Maybe in this moment she could tell that there was a downturn and it wouldn't be beneficial for her. But like, yeah, she would fuck Biden if she was propositioned. Like, absolutely. She would fuck Trump if she was propositioned, I'll bet. She would fuck, like, it's maybe the one respectable thing about her is that, like, she is so ambitious that she is, like, willing to put herself in situations that would make other people vomit in order to get ahead.
That's the thing that's so terrifying about her.
I mean, yeah, like, and like I said, I don't fault anyone for fucking their way to the top. I think it's fine to fuck your way to the top. And I think that if you do that, likely you've got some skills that got your way to the top anyways that probably are better than the men around you. But like the ambition, the unbridled ambition and like lack of shame in getting there, it feels like she wants to be famous. It feels like she really, really wants to be famous. And that I have no respect for. Like the desire to be famous, I have no respect for.
She got it.
And also her writing is just pure shit. Like just fucking awful, god awful writing. Just like, I mean, like I said, it's like if Joan Didion had a stroke. Like it's just so bad. Like beyond. So in doing some recon for this story that earlier, Brad and I discovered that she had a music career at age 16 on MySpace, which featured her music name was Lizzie. And it featured a song called Jailbait. I swear to fucking God.
Wait, her stage name was Lizzie?
Livy, I believe.
Oh, yeah, Livy. Okay, yeah. That makes more sense. So, yeah, and she, I guess the lyrics to one of her songs, she wrote a song at age 16 called Jailbait. Yeah,
do you have the lyrics there?
I do. I'll perform these lyrics right now. I'm not going to sing them, but I'll read them aloud. So this is Jailbait by Livy. Bad things happen when you hear my name. Deny your attraction, but I've got no shame. 16 will get you 20. Don't even think about it because, baby, I'm not your girlfriend, not the girl next door, not your girlfriend. I'll give you just enough, then leave you wanting more. Jailbait. I'm jailbait. You try to stay away, but you can't obey.
So she's kind of living out her teenage dreams. She kind of pursued her fantasy and got it. I mean, she wanted to be jailbait, and you know, at age 33, it's marginal, not quite jailbait. But if you go old enough, it could feel like it.
I mean, her first job, I want to say her first job in politics anyway, was with the Anthony Weiner campaign, which, like, I mean, of all people.
Wonder how she got hired.
Yeah, Anthony Weiner was a huge fan of her music. He was a Lizzie super fan, and
he was a Lizzie super fan. Yeah, that's exactly it. And he was like, you know what, age 16, like, let's go. Like, he was like, you know what, I've even got some song title ideas for you, such as like your poll numbers.
I love her song "Filibustin" personally. It's just
I pledge allegiance to your penis.
Anthony Weiner's like, yeah, send your resume in. Come on in. Love to have you in the campaign.
So among the other things in this book, she revealed that RFK Jr. is in fact still doing drugs. He's a former heroin addict who said that he has gotten sober, but he's continued to do psychedelic drugs, including DMT, one of Brad's favorites.
Psychedelics aren't drugs. They're medicine.
Oh, well, tell that to RFK Jr. He only seems to be getting worse.
I'm sort of like crestfallen because I like the idea of having people in positions of power who have had like major psychedelic experiences. But I like to think that somebody who's had like a major psychedelic experience would have more like enlightenment or something than.
Do you think you ever read Terrence McKenna?
Who? RFK?
Yeah.
No. I mean, maybe. I don't
Do you
know.
think he's like describing his DMT experience to Olivia Nuzzi, and he's like, you pass through a membrane of sorts. You see the self-transforming machine elves. They're singing in a hyperdimensional language.
I want him to make that speech to the American public. I want him to describe, now that he's been outed as smoking DMT.
Yeah, like, tell us about the self-transforming machine elves. Like, the American public needs to know.
Yeah, give us all. I think Trump should send everybody in America some DMT.
Yeah, I agree. I think that definitely will not lead to mass psychosis or anything, bad, considering all the positive effects that it's clearly had on RFK Jr.
Yeah, it's so like such a bummer to think like, oh yeah, you can have like a big mushroom trip or smoke DMT and just turn out like RFK Jr.
God, what would be like the funniest thing that she could possibly do is when she's reading the book, like the audiobook, like for Olivia Nuzzi to do the voice anytime RFK is talking in the book.
I wonder, does she do her own audiobook?
I mean, I don't know, but if it's someone else reading the audiobook, they also should do the RFK voice. Like, they'll put on accents sometimes for different characters. Like, what accent are you going to do for RFK if not that one?
Yeah, 100%. Someone's got to do it. I mean,
they got to like talk through a kazoo, like make sure they get the voice right.
I feel like they should bring you in, Mira. You can do it.
Yeah, they should bring me in. I'll practice it even. I'll like Tom Waits screamed into a pillow until his voice started sounding like that. Like, I'll do the same.
Wait, is that what he did? Tom Waits?
Yeah. When he was younger, he screamed into a pillow until blood came out on the pillow. And it permanently damaged his vocal cords, and that is why he sounds like that. Because he wanted to sound like that.
Damn.
Yeah, isn't that fucked up?
Anything
Seems like
art.
what RFK Jr. would do, but I guess it was just drugs. Why the fuck does he sound like that?
I think he had some sort of condition or illness, or I forget what it's called, but there's an explanation.
Good. I'm glad he has it. I mean, just like how many old dudes has she fucked? If we know about 3 old politicians that she's fucked, like how many others are there?
I'd say at least 10. I think it's double digits.
She is like running through old guys like COVID in a retirement home.
Olivia Nuzzi has seen more old dick than a urologist in Boca Raton.
Jesus fucking Christ. And you know what? It's probably fucking true. It's probably literally fucking true. Like, imagine being like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fuck my way to the top of the Trump administration.
Yeah, like, who does that involve?
Oh my God.
That's an ugly lineup.
Now that I think about the lineup, like RFK Jr. might have been her best option in terms of fucking your way to, like, who would, like, if you had to fuck, all right, Brad, I'm posing this question to you. If you had to fuck one member of the Trump administration, who would it be? Men.
I'm trying to think of who the Treasury Secretary is.
It's not a woman?
No. If I had to fuck a man in the Trump administration?
Yeah.
I mean, probably RFK, right? I don't know. I mean,
right? It's probably RFK. Like, I can't, like, he's repulsive, but everyone else is worse. Like, she kind of might be being her best option.
I remember reading that in the New York Times puff piece, that came out, where she was, I guess it was maybe like referencing the book itself, but it
was like a profile about the book, like,
yeah, but it was basically like that she really loved his nose. Like, she thought like they were picking each other's favorite body parts on the other. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, she loved his fucking nose.
I'm like, what? I actually literally went to the web and like looked at a picture of him, and I was like, what is it about his nose? Like, I don't, it's nondescript.
Is there like, it's just a fucking, what does his nose even look like? I don't even know.
It's a little bulbous, but it seems fairly normal.
I mean, I guess it's like you're hard pressed to think of an attribute on RFK Jr. that you actually like. Like, she was probably just like, oh God, like, I'm on the spot. Your nose, I guess. It's like your leathery skin and your weird voice.
What do you love about me? What is it?
What is your favorite attribute about me? I mean, it's like almost weird that she hasn't fucked Trump himself, but probably she just hasn't gotten the offer, right?
I mean, Trump, I feel like Trump can't even get it up. Is he really? I mean,
Yeah.
guys, he can't even I don't think he even has bowel control at this point. He shits himself. He's wearing diapers, isn't he?
Yeah, he seems like he's wearing diapers. I mean, I saw what really, really looked like a colostomy bag, underneath a pair of his pants. And I'm pretty convinced it seemed really bad. But she yeah, I mean, proof that she didn't fuck Trump is that she trashed him in all of her profiles. That's probably why she trashed him so hard.
I mean, yeah, I got to admit that I would read back before all this news broke about her and RFK. I would read her stuff. It was like dishy, kind of irresistible tabloid journalism almost. And she had crazy levels of access. So she would be like the one reporter who was like, I was with Trump and he was telling me, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that appeal.
And yet she would report negatively.
Yeah. But that's very Trump. Like if she's like a kind of like a statuesque blonde and he just liked having her around and then just liked the coverage, just like the fact that his name was in New York Magazine, even if she was trashing him. Right.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't even read the thing. I mean, I think it's countdown until the right starts transvestigating her, honestly. That's not to say anything about her looks or trans people at all. It just seems like they transvestigate so many people. I'm shocked they haven't started transvestigating Olivia Nuzzi.
I think it's coming.
It's coming. I mean, it's coming. We're we're 5 minutes away from finding out that she's actively in the Epstein files, but for some kind of reason that's not even child molesting. It'll be she fucked Epstein's dad consensually. And we're going to be why the fuck did you do that?
She was fucking Epstein.
She's been fucking Benjamin Netanyahu.
Oh God. I mean, I'm ready. At this point, nothing would shock me. Nothing.
I mean, nothing. It's I've been saying this for years. I think we all have. Nothing would shock me at this point, and yet we do keep getting shocked.
Yeah, it's I'm done trying to predict it. I'm done making any kind of declaration or statement of.
Yeah, it couldn't possibly get worse. No, it could.
Yeah, I'm not. There's no more certainty coming from Brad Listi. I have no idea what's happening or where this will all end.
So, speaking of the Epstein files, the other big story this week is that the Epstein's emails from after he got out of prison in Palm Beach for, I believe it was solicitation of a minor or something like that. His emails from after that got released by the House Oversight Committee, and they contained a whole lot of shit in there, just a bunch of stuff. I think they're still going through it. It's 50,000 emails or something like that. And yeah, a lot of stuff in there. I do want to just point out this Trump versus Marjorie Taylor Greene situation going on, because the other thing is that as we were recording this, actually, we found out that the House voted to release the full Epstein files. So it still has to go through the Senate, but the House voted. And the reason why it passed, part of the reason why it passed, is because Marjorie Taylor Greene voted to release the files, which people thought that she wouldn't do.
Listen, I think we can all agree that Marjorie Taylor Greene in her new iteration reminds us of a kinder, gentler Republican Party that was white nationalist but opposed pedophilia.
Yeah, reminds us of the Republican Party that almost got a pizza shop shut down because they were so anti-pedophilia.
I mean, this is what's so bonkers about the time that we're living in, this era, is that you have an entire political movement that is at least partially built on this notion that there was some transnational ring of pedophiles run by the opposition. It was a Democratic, Bill Clinton thing, right? Or whatever it was. And then it turns out that the guy that they were supporting and holding up as some kind of weird right-wing deity turns out to be the actual fucking pedophile.
Yeah, king pedophile.
Yeah, not that it's any shock to anybody with half a brain, but it's just yeah, it's all upside down and backwards and twisted.
Yeah, naturally. And I also want to go on the record as saying it's still fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay, so you voted to release the pedophile files. That's the bar is on the fucking floor for that. Let's not start saying Marjorie Taylor Greene is so great. Okay, that's bare minimum shit.
Yeah,
bare
fuck
minimum.
She built this nightmare. Fuck her. I don't.
Yeah,
think
dude.
don't whitewash her. I hate this talk of well, we're a big tent in the Democratic Party. We welcome Marjorie. It's like, actually, no. Fuck you.
Absolutely not. No, it's not a big enough tent for her fucking, what did that one senator say? Like, bleach, blonde, butch-built ass. Like, fucking fuck you, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Well, she's like a fucking racist, right? I mean...
Yeah. She's a complete fucking racist and a fucking transphobe. They should start transvestigating her. I guess they are already.
I feel like it is fun. You know, all of that aside, it is fun to watch, like, this, like... you know, internal warfare between Trump and like Marjorie and, you know, all these different factions of the right sort of like turning on one another. And there's like genuine divisions. Like there's post Charlie Kirk death divisions that I've been seeing. And like, you're seeing things kind of splinter.
It's true. There's like real divisions in the Republican Party that did not exist before.
So what I was thinking is that if this beef between Donald and Marjorie continues, what I want to see is Marjorie Taylor Greene fight Stephen Miller at the UFC event on the White House lawn on Trump's birthday in June.
Oh my God. That would just be a gift from God. I mean, I would do anything to be there.
Right? I would actually tune in at that point to watch if we could see a genuine brawl between Marjorie and Stephen Miller.
Like, tune in. Like, I want to be there in person. Like, I would pay Eras Tour money to be at that thing. Like, to be front row and center. I'd maybe pay more than Eras Tour money, honestly. Like, to just see the blood fly. Like, that's worth thousands.
Like, this is the one thing that Mira would not, just for Angry Adam in case he's listening, this is the one event that Mira would actually pay her own way to. She would not solicit other people paying for her.
That's right, Adam. Yeah. This is, this and the Eras Tour are the events and that Chappell Roan concert are the only events that I'm willing to pay my way to, and everything else needs to be paid for by somebody else. Preferably not Keith Olbermann.
by a benefactor, not Keith Olbermann?
Yeah, by a wealthy, elderly benefactor who shall remain nameless. So in these emails, one of the emails that seems to, among the emails, there are like detailed stories and like, whatever, detailed reports of Trump like raping girls and shit like that, like really, really bad things. But the email that seems to have gotten the most attention is an email from Jeffrey Epstein's brother, who was with what is his name? Fat guy who looks like shit, Steve Bannon. Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, was with Steve Bannon and just emailed Epstein like, with Steve right now or something, responded to an email. And Epstein responded to this email and said, ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump blowing Bubba. Okay, so a lot to unpack here. Bubba is famously the nickname for Bill Clinton. So if this email, what it's alleging is correct, which I don't know, it's that there is somewhere a photo of Trump blowing Bill Clinton that is in the hands of Putin. Vladimir Putin.
Assuming the Bubba in question is Bill Clinton.
Well, what other Bubbas are there?
Bubba the Love Sponge.
That's a good point. All right, so it's either Bill Clinton or Bubba the Love Sponge. I don't think there's any other Bubbas to that I can think of, at least.
Hey, so, Donald, this is what centrist penis tastes like.
Holy fucking shit. And like, think about this. Like, Trump was doing this shit sober. He was like sucking Bill Clinton's dick off a Diet Coke. That's fucking crazy.
No, I don't believe it at all. I think that this info that Trump has been disseminating for years that he's somehow sober is mythology. I think he's an amphetamine addict.
Amphetamines, I would maybe believe that he's on Adderall. But I also believe that he's like deeply death afraid to the point where like cocaine, I don't think he would ever touch. Like pharmaceuticals, he might. But then imagine blowing Bill Clinton on Adderall. That's so much worse even than just being sober. You're like extra focused on his penis. That's awful.
You're just locked in.
You're just locked the fuck into sucking Bill Clinton's dick, just doing a fucking jazz solo on fucking Bubba. My God.
Yeah, Bill's playing the saxophone. Trump's playing the
saxophone.
The skin flute.
Bill's playing the saxophone while Trump is also playing the saxophone. You know, when I read this email, honestly, Brad, and I hate to admit it, the first thought that I had was, what if Brad isn't insane about this Russia stuff? I hate to admit it. I do. I thought, what if Brad's not schizophrenic? I'm
vindicated.
I mean, I think it's a joke, likely. But if it's not, I'm eating crow and you're vindicated, and Trump's been a puppet of the Russian state this whole time, even though Jeffrey Epstein is currently a Mossad agent.
Listen,
I don't know what's real anymore.
Listen, this isn't even that hard to parse. Like, Jeffrey Epstein is obviously like some kind of foreign intelligence operative who has been collecting
for Israel. These emails like have so much evidence of that. It's like crazy that people are ignoring it, but
yeah. So Israel, maybe he's like a mercenary who's doing this kind of stuff for like Russia too, or China or whoever, you know? And so, if he's got like sexually compromising photographs or videos or any other kind of evidence against Trump, and Trump knows it, and then Trump also knows that Epstein probably has like not only relationships in the Israeli government, you know, in the Israeli intelligence community, but probably is connected to like other foreign countries like Russia, but also could be just like in cahoots with like Russian oligarchs and mobsters. Like all these dudes know each other. So I feel like this threat or this whisper campaign or whatever you want to call it, that Trump somehow was under the thumb of Russia and that they had some sort of like damning video or photo of him. That's like the easiest thing in the world to imagine to me.
What's hard for me to imagine is that it's Bill Clinton. Like I cannot really get my mind around that. Like, is this how it ends? Is this how America ends?
No, like, listen, Epstein's brother, I think, is on the record saying that it wasn't Bill Clinton, that's not the Bubba that they were referring to. I think
so. It was Bubba the Love Sponge.
So then it was probably Trump. Because, by the way, Bubba the Love Sponge lives in Florida.
Oh. See, I think we've got something here.
Didn't we, Mira? We talked about Bubba the Love Sponge on a previous episode of this show. Remember, Bubba's wife was fucking Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, how could I forget? Of course, the famous fucking downfall of Gawker.
Yeah, while Bubba watched,
Bubba watched.
Bubba was being. Don't you call that cucked? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
he was being cucked by Hulk Hogan. So, like, if Trump is on video or something blowing a dude, I'm thinking a guy who would watch his wife get fucked by Hulk Hogan would not be above getting a BJ from Donald Trump.
It does seem more likely than Bill Clinton wanting a blowjob from Donald Trump. Because, like, even just like if Bill Clinton was into getting blown by dudes, the attractiveness disparity there is crazy. Like, he would pick a hotter dude to get blown by. It does kind of make more sense that it would be Bubba the Love Sponge. Low key, it does.
I mean, and like, what if, I mean, who knows what's going to be released, but like, let's just say somehow a photo gets leaked or something and it's Trump with a dick in his mouth, which is like, by the way, I can imagine Trump doing a lot of depraved shit, but like, I never had him for a guy who would be into other dudes, but what do I know? You know, I have no idea.
He does really like musicals.
That's true.
He loves cats. I mean, he loves Broadway musicals. Best friends with Roy Cohn. He's with Joan Rivers too. He's kind of a fucking queen. I always thought he was just kind of culturally gay. I don't know. I mean, the one of the craziest things to me here is that despite there being like lots of proof and multiple accounts of him, like, you know, of Trump like raping children, I think that the only thing that could genuinely be his downfall is a photo of him having a consensual sex act with another adult, that adult being Bill Clinton. Like, it's the only thing.
Could you imagine if, like, somehow Trump, whoever it is, let's say it's Bubba the Love Sponge, and a photo or a video gets released of him just like passionately blowing Bubba.
Yeah, what if it's beautiful? What if it's moving?
It's like you can tell that like he's like it's like his one true love. He's like so into it. But like
all of America's so moved that they don't even get mad about it.
I mean, no, but like what? I mean, I feel like MAGA. Like I think their heads might actually explode if that happened.
I think it's genuinely one of the only things that could like ruin the whole movement and like just destroy MAGA permanently. Like there could be a video of him fucking a child and it wouldn't do it. But if there was a video of him, there could be a photo of Clinton blowing Trump and it probably wouldn't do it. But Trump blowing Clinton, the end. That's it. I'm like, not just MAGA over, America done. The American experiment over.
The other thing that comes to mind for me as like all of this is unfolding, because it looks like, I think the files are going to be released.
Yeah.
Like they voted on it and it was like pretty much unanimous in the House, and then it'll go to the Senate. And I can't imagine that the Senate would block it. Like the political pressure would just be like really intense. And so if this gets passed and then Trump signs off on it, like, are we going to see like the full mother load, or is it going to somehow be parsed by the DOJ now that Trump is in command? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, is there going to be a selective withholding that's going to happen that, they'll present it as like, this is everything, and it'll magically be only files that incriminate like left-leaning people or something?
I think there's going to be a lot of redactions because like they can redact anything that's like a national security threat or whatever. And that's like a very like loose, term when it comes to like stuff involving the president. And so I do think that a lot's probably going to be redacted, but a lot was also redacted from these emails. And like the fact that these emails were released and just had Trump's like full name in them, like, I don't know, man. I don't know anymore.
So here's the other thing that I think about is like, imagine being somebody who was involved in this, who went to the island, who was like having relations with kids on the regular, and now that these files are going to be released, but you don't know what they're going to say exactly. Like that, this has got to be a very nervous time for a lot of very powerful men. That's all I got to say.
I mean, there's got to be like I'll bet Bill Gates has like programmed a gun to like shoot him if the wrong thing comes out in the Epstein files. It's like if his name appears too many times in the Epstein files, like it automatically triggers and he gets shot in the mouth.
He's got a robot like just standing by, ready to
just a Roomba with a gun taped to it.
I mean, I'm telling you, like I don't even know who it's going to be, but there's going to be some people who have, I mean, like maybe it won't finish Trump just because it's a cult and like they will forgive anything he does. And like, they're already trying to like, have you seen where like Megyn Kelly's like, well, 15.
Oh yeah. They're busting out the febophilia argument. Like there is absolutely like no easier way to spot like the most vicious pedophile than somebody who uses the word of febophilia. If they use that term, then they are the most vicious rapist you've ever met in your entire life.
I've never even heard. What is it? What is the term?
I'm probably saying it wrong, of ephebophilia. It's like supposed to be like when you're attracted to like pubescent age girls or boys and not like 5-year-olds, as if there needs to be a distinction made.
Yeah, they're trying to like parse it. And like that's what's so crazy is that like they literally will follow this guy into that darkness. Like it's so...
But not blowing Bill Clinton. They will not follow him there. They will follow him down to a 13-year-old girl. Bill Clinton, they just draw the line. That is where they're like, all right, like I can handle pedophilia, but Bill Clinton is where I draw the line.
What if Bill Clinton did this for America? He's like, I'm going to let him blow me because I know this will be what finally brings it to an end. I mean, and like all these old pictures too of like Hillary and Bill at like Donald's wedding and like them.
The one of Donald grabbing at Bill Clinton's crotch. Yeah.
I mean, like they're all chummy. They're all from the same fucking world. It's so gross.
I mean, my God, like and they've all been to the fucking island. Like, and even if they haven't been to the island, I mean, I don't know. There's like a lot of people mentioned in this that clearly are like just, I don't know, someone that he met at a party or whatever. And like, Trump is not one of them. Trump, he literally says about Trump that Trump is the worst person he's ever met. Imagine, like...
Jeffrey Epstein's like, he's disgusting.
Yeah, like Jeffrey Epstein is like, this is the worst man I've ever met in my life. Like, Jeffrey Epstein. Like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I think he said like it's even worse up close. Like it's disgusting.
Oh my God. Like fucking A. How do you even get? It's almost impressive to even get to that point. And what's going to take him down is blowing ex-president Bill Clinton.
That really is how the American experiment should end. Like that's like the final scene. It's like, and then like a pixelated video played on nightly news of former President Bill Clinton in ecstasy as current president Donald John Trump. And you'd have to say his middle name, Donald John Trump, performed fellatio. It is to the best of historians' knowledge the first time two presidents have engaged in a sex act together.
And then instantly China invades us and we say, thank you, President Xi. Thank you so much.
Just like the American people just like descend on the White House with like torches, just ready to like put an end to it.
It's the French Revolution starts.
Yeah, just okay, that's it, and scene.
And bust out the guillotine, and we're done.
Well, it'll be interesting to see. Do you have any predictions? Like, what do we do? Like, we get these files released. Is there anybody, like, I wish I had like more of a grasp of like who would even be on that list. I think I've looked at it before, but it's been a minute.
I mean, I think we all have like a good idea of all of the people who are going to be on the list. It's like, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, fucking Stephen Hawking, fucking Bill Gates, fucking Dershowitz, Prince Andrew, like all of the regular types. I think the question is like, will anything change at all? And my prediction is no.
That will be like the finale of America. If it's like we find out credibly that even if the president just knew that there was like a child sex trafficking ring happening.
I mean, we credibly know that the president knew there was a child sex trafficking ring happening.
That's what I mean. But if like there's another wave of these emails and it becomes like just insanely irrefutable and we just turn away and do nothing, then we deserve whatever's coming.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Wow. That's a bright and sunny thought. And I don't want to focus on that, Mira. I think as we leave people today,
Why not, Brad?
I think we should leave them with an image of President Trump, like just tenderly giving Clinton a BJ.
Yeah, beautiful. Tears in the eyes of all Americans when they see the video. And we all end up having such empathy for them both and their forbidden love.
As Ray Charles sings God Bless America.
Well, that's a good place to end it. Brad, it's been lovely.
Hey, it's always fun.
Always fun. And you guys will hear from us next week when the files have been released, and we'll see what happens then. Bye-bye.